that the testimony that you are about
The
to give
intense
shall be the
fireworks
truth, the whole
starting
truth,
just
and nothing
moments
but
after
the truth,
FBI
so help
agent
you
Peter
God.
Strzok was sworn in.
Mr. Chairman, order.
Lawmakers shouting over each other, while Strzok, who investigated Hillary Clinton's emails and led the probe into possible Russian collusion, testified about his anti-Trump text messages.
Not once in my 26 years of defending our nation did my personal opinions impact any official action I took.
But for Republicans, it's proof of bias, forcing Strzok to read some of his anti-Trump messages with FBI lawyer Lisa Page, with whom he was having an affair.
Ms. Page said, not ever going to become president, right?
No, he's not. We'll stop it.
Strzok trying to explain.
It was in response to a series of events that included then-candidate Trump insulting the immigrant family of a fallen war hero. And my presumption, based on that horrible, disgusting behavior, that the American population would not elect somebody demonstrating that behavior to be president of the United States.
In one of the most heated exchanges, Strzok insisting he was not removed from the Mueller investigation over bias.
I don't appreciate what was originally said being changed.
I don't give a damn what you appreciate, Agent Strzok. I don't appreciate having an FBI agent with an unprecedented level of animus working on 2 major investigations during 2016.
Democrats blasting the hearing as a show trial, defending Strzok and the legitimacy of the Mueller investigation.
Here are the individuals who are already admitted their guilt.
Next in the hot seat, Lisa Page testifying tomorrow behind closed doors. Casey Hunt, NBC News, the Capitol.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.